Welcome to High Strangeness, where we ask questions and explore all that is strange and unexpected in our reality.
Summertime. There's something different about driving at night in the summer. The air is warm, the road feels endless, and everything seems, a little quieter. People travel more at this time of the year. There's road trips, long drives, and hitchhikers trying to get somewhere and anywhere. But not everyone on the roadside is just passing through. Some travelers never make it home at all, and some might not be alive at all. Tonight, we're going to be talking about strange things seen along the road, phantom hitchhikers, cursed highways, and people who vanish without a trace. This is one of the most famous creepy stories out there. A person is driving alone at night. They see someone on the side of the road, a hitchhiker. It's often a young woman, quiet, pale, and sometimes wearing white. The driver pulls over to let them in. The hitchhiker might give an address or barely speak at all. Then something strange happens. They disappear. No door opening, no sound, they're just gone. This kind of story shows up all over the world. Different countries, different times, but the same thing happens. Sometimes a hitchhiker borrows a coat. Later, the driver finds that coat sitting on a grave. Sometimes the driver goes to the address they were given and learns that the person died years ago, often in a car accident, and sometimes on that exact road. In Chicago, people have reported picking up the same ghost for many years. She asks for a ride to a cemetery, and when they get there, she disappears before they can even stop the car. People call her Resurrection Mary, and the story has lasted for nearly a century.
And Mary asked him to take her down Archer Avenue, a long stretch of road that happens to run past Chicago's Resurrection Cemetery. But Mary had already told him where she lived, which was an address in South Damon. Jerry questioned this, but Mary was insistent that she wanted to go to Archer Avenue, so Jerry began to drive that way. Again, Mary barely said a word as the pair travelled down the at-the-time quiet area of the city. Jerry's attempts at conversation went nowhere, until Mary suddenly told him to stop the car. Jerry was confused but pulled over anyway, and Mary started telling him that she needed to get out. Jerry was perplexed. What had he done to upset her so badly that she was happy to just jump out, miles from her home in the middle of the night? Mary told Jerry to stay where he was, that he shouldn't follow. Jerry, who had jumped out to open Mary's door, stood in front of his car as the girl slowly began to walk through the entrance to the cemetery before vanishing into nothingness before his very eyes.
Some people say these stories are just legends. Maybe people are imagining things or remembering details the wrong way. But here's the strange part. The stories are almost always the same, even when the people telling them have never met. Now, if these hitchhikers are real, or at least have been seen, then certain roads seem to, attract them. Some highways have a reputation for strange events, not just once, but again and again and again. There was a road in New Mexico once called Highway 666. People gave it a nickname, and that was the Devil's Highway. Drivers have reported seeing things like large trucks that seem to chase them, dark shapes standing by the road, and hitchhikers who vanish, and even people who disappear without an explanation. Some say the land is cursed. Others think something older and stranger might be there.
Route 666, now known as U.S. Route 491, stretches through the desolate landscapes of Utah, Colorado, Arizona, and New Mexico. This highway, often referred to as the Devil's Highway, has a reputation steeped in mystery and fear. The road's original name, Route 666, drew associations with the devil due to the number's ominous connotations. This stretch of highway has been the source of countless tales of haunted happenings and eerie experiences. For decades, drivers and locals alike have shared stories of ghostly apparitions, unexplained phenomena, and strange encounters that make this highway one of the most haunted places in America. The history of Route 666 is marked by numerous fatal accidents and bizarre incidents that have fueled its haunted reputation. From the hounds of hell that supposedly shred the tires of moving vehicles to the haunted red semi-truck driven by an evil spirit. The legends surrounding this highway are as diverse as they are terrifying. Motorists have reported encounters with a mysterious girl in a white dress who vanishes when approached, as well as sightings of skinwalkers appearing as animals to cause accidents. These tales, coupled with the high number of fatalities on the road, have led many to believe that the highway is cursed.
In Florida, there's a stretch of road called the Dead Zone. Legend says a graveyard was disturbed when the road was built. After that, strange things started happening. Electronics stop working, sudden storms appear, and people see figures walking near the road. And yes, drivers still report phantom hitchhikers.
Okay, are you ready for this? So legend has it, I-4 is haunted.
They say that as you drive down this quarter-mile stretch of road in Sanford, Florida, you can see orbs of light crossing the highway. Some people have even reported seeing hitchhikers, but when they stop to pick them up, no one's there.
So they broke down numbers over a 5-year span, and they found that I-4 has the highest death per mile average of any highway in the U.S.
Since 1960, people have been reporting hauntings on this short section of road, been named the I-4 Dead Zone. It's also supposed to be one of the most deadly parts of this 132-mile interstate. But why? What about this section makes it more haunted or deadly than the tragedy of traffic that happens around Disney?
There was little shock when they learned a recent study dubbed I-4 the deadliest highway in the nation.
Even the famous Route 66 has its ghost stories. Drivers say they've picked up a woman in white. She rides quietly for a while, then disappears as they get close to a cemetery. So, different places, but the same story. But you know what? Not all of these stories are just ghosts. Some are real and more disturbing. Every year, people disappear on highways. Hitchhikers, travelers, and people just passing through. Highways can be a lonely place. There aren't always cameras, there aren't always witnesses, and sometimes someone is there one moment and gone the next. Here's where things get even stranger. Some drivers say they've picked up hitchhikers who later turn out to be missing people or persons, or even people who had already died. Some people believe these are like, recordings, moments stuck in time, playing over and over again. Like the road remembers what happened at that very spot. Then there are those places along the road, like old gas stations, empty motels, and strange roadside attractions. Places that used to be full of people, now sitting quiet and forgotten. Truck drivers have shared stories like this for years, seeing someone walking where there was no towns, watching a figure disappear in their headlights, and driving through areas that just feel wrong. These stories get passed off from one driver to another, kind of like warnings. So maybe it's all just stories. Maybe it's just darker roads and tired minds. Or maybe some places hold on to what happened there long ago. Maybe the road remembers. So next time you're driving late at night and you see someone standing on the side of the road, think carefully. Are they just trying to get somewhere? Or have they been trying to get home for a very long time? Summer trips and traveling, what might you see? This summer, be careful on those roads.
Thank you for listening to High Strangeness. This was a glance at some of the strange that exists in our reality.